Hello, everybody. My name is Hellkaiser, and welcome to a difficulty selection screen. We're playing Gotham Knights. I'll try to give a brief description of this series, but there will be spoilers. I wanted to get to the actual main menu before I talk, but I've had to set through 15 user agreement screens and epilepsy warnings and say what an autosave is that I'm afraid that they're just going to stick me right in the game. So I just wanted to start here. I love the Rocksteady Batman game series. I am going to record it at some point. I was going to record Arkham Asylum first, but I figured, since this game is the newest, it might be kind of fun to see the end of the series, which technically this isn't part. I'll get to that in a second. It's part of the Arkham series, but it's not a part of the Arkham series. But see where the series began with the classic, one of my favorite games of all time, of Arkham Asylum. Moved to the very critically acclaimed Arkham City, which, while it was good, I didn't like it as much as Arkham Asylum. Then move on to Arkham Origins, which even Rocksteady don't acknowledge because they didn't make it. And then Arkham Knight, and then this game, but we're just going to play it in a slightly different order here. If you don't know anything about the series, keeping it kind of brief, the first two games, Arkham City or Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, were kind of 3D Metroidvanias, which to me, Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls, was a great idea of the Metroidvania brought to life with the way that doors would open from one side and you had shortcuts and stuff like that. This game but to me, Dark Souls got more famous for its combat than that level design. But the Arkham series, the first, especially originally Arkham Asylum, was the definition of what I've always wanted from a 3D Metroidvania. You get new gadgets, which lets you progress through the levels more and find secrets and stuff like that, and it was a fantastic game series. And then Arkham Knight was known at the time for having a lot of technical problems, but it was ultimately still a good game, even though the Batmobile was not the greatest. It wasn't as good as I thought it would end up being. If you want to know more about those games, I suggest you play them or maybe look up a YouTube guide, or you can just wait till I play them. I'm not going to reveal every element of the story, and I do suggest skipping about a minute or two ahead here because I am going to spoil Arkham Knight. At the end of Arkham Knight, Batman is revealed to the world by Red Hood and Scarecrow. And so Bruce Wayne is outed as Batman. So at the end of the game, only if you get the 100% completion run, which is hard as can be, he returns to Wayne Manor with a bunch of news reporters outside. Alfred opens the door, and then a few seconds later, bam, the whole Wayne Manor blows up, supposedly with Batman and Alfred inside of it. So Batman is declared dead. I do not know anything about this game, so I can't tell you anything about that, and I wouldn't anyway because we're going to play it. But this is that's why I said this is made by Warner Brothers Montreal, if I'm not mistaken, and they're the same guys who did Arkham Origin. So it's not part of Rocksteady's trilogy, but both of those games are canon to this universe, so it is an Arkham game, even though it's just not called Arkham. In this game, you play as Red Hood, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Robin, or Rob. I don't know if this Robin's supposed to be Tim Drake, because that's who it was in the other games, or if this is supposed to be Damian. And I don't know who this Batgirl is supposed to be, because Oracle has been in all the other ones, where Barbara Gordon's already in the wheelchair. So I have no idea. I've avoided as much spoilers to this series as possible. I've barely even looked at trailers. Okay. Everything's still working. I apologize if the setup sounds funny. We've been working on the house, and I kind of rearranged the office, trying to kill some of the excess noise, but probably made it a little worse. And so, without further ado, let's try to get into the game. Let's see. The ultimate test of mastery: enemies are more powerful and dangerous. Balanced. I don't need any of that. I've actually beat every Arkham game on the hard. I forget what third difficulty was called, but the one I most recall, because it was the last one I did, was Arkham Origins, where you can't even see when the enemies are going to attack, and that was a lot of fun. But I think we're just going to play on medium for now, because there's 4 characters, and I don't know much about how this is going to be. Okay, brightness settings. So you can just barely see the tire in the lower right corner. Okay, I don't want to make it so dark that you guys can't see, though. That's good enough. Accessibility options. Okay, colorblind mode, no. Subtitles, yes. HUD scale. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. I do appreciate that games are starting to add a lot of this, especially since I had trouble with my left eye, as I mentioned in some of my other recordings. I couldn't see good out of it for a long time, and I still have some problems not seeing, because I can see out both eyes, but I guess the best way to describe it is I see faster out my right eye than my left eye anymore. It's like there's a frame rate issue, I guess is the best way to describe it, and everything lags. Okay, hold. Oh, this is just whether or not you want it to be a toggle or hold. Okay, so that's just basic. I don't really need colorblind settings. I do sometimes turn them on in stuff like MOBAs just because of the slight advantage you get. Okay, defragment the video. Is that supposed to be Bruce? Looks like him.
If you're watching this,
yeah,
I'm dead.
That's not Kevin Conroy's voice. Kevin Conroy is Batman. He always will be for me. I grew up watching the animated series, and I love it. I still watch that series and Batman Beyond frequently. Dang. What the heck? That's not how Batman dies. Don't pull it out, you idiot. That's what kills people.
You're done. You and I.
Man, how many poisoned arrows has he been stuck with? What is that, like a cross? Yeah, it's a crossbow.
You're a disappointment. A failure.
That can't be Batman. It looks kind of like Dick Grayson's old Batman suit.
You spent years trying to fight this war. And for what? Corruption still flourishes in Gotham, lurking in every shadow.
You don't need that mask. I know it's you. Ra's al Ghul.
You allowed this blasphemy, this sacrilege. Did you think you could keep it from me?
This is a cool fight scene to watch, but I have no idea what it's supposed to be about. That's the bad side to having a cape, is someone can just pull you back down.
This city is still under my protection.
Now, why is he using a voice modulator? I think somebody's seen Arrow too much when they started doing this. I'm guessing that's some sort of freezing agent to numb the pain. Or maybe it's something to cauterize the wound, I couldn't tell. This can't be Batman, because it doesn't seem like Batman to start calling for help.
It's coming to help you.
I'll deal with you myself.
And plus... Dang. Dang. No, not the T-Rex. Man, that's some bad wounds. Come on, go.
Why bother? It will be over soon.
You talk too much.
This is badass, but I still don't get why it has to be this long. Oh crap. That is cool, the ejector seat.
You should know by now that you cannot defeat me. I am eternal!
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Especially on those burns. Okay, yeah, that can't be Batman swinging an axe. Ooh.
Unlike you, I'm not afraid of dying.
Ooh.
I'd rather keep my humanity.
Dang, that's badass. So it looks like Bruce Wayne, but I'm not certain who that is. There's all the suits of the Bat family. Oh, he's bad. I like all the scar tissue. You can see all the previous wounds and stuff. Man. I don't know why he modeled it after the hair of the woman who wears the outfit on the mannequin. And now he's gonna get run through. Oh, what's he doing? Sealing himself in? Oh, he's gonna blow him up.
Before they get here. Your precious family. I will slaughter them, one by one. And when they have drawn their last breaths, I will burn the city to the ground.
Man, can all you do is give speeches?
You won't get a chance. Gotham is their city now.
Okay, this is not related to Arkham Knight, is it? That is a cool way to go out, but good lord, you mean to tell me that this is really supposed to be what this game is? Is this a prequel? Is this like sometime around Arkham Origins, and it's going to turn out that he isn't dead, or is this actually? I gotta Google. Is this connected to Arkham Knight? So he has copies. So no, it's got Red Hood. So yeah, Jason is here, or is this really just an alternate dimension thing? Code Black.
If you're watching this,
The subtitles just say Batman, though.
this is a code black. This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained.
But it's just a glove.
I know what's coming won't be easy.
There!
Oh. So he is dead. I don't get this.
But then... nothing we do is easy.
I like how it's Jason keeping...
I've prepared.
I don't know which Robin that is off of him. That's odd.
I know you have to.
So he is gone.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
Even though him and Jason have a lot of problems, I do respect that he is carrying the
It
body.
won't take long for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone. You can't kill
This is just an average day in Gotham, isn't it?
Haven't trusted us since Jim died.
Wait, so Gordon is dead? When did Gordon die? I don't get this.
I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files.
Okay, I've got to Google this once I can.
Many of you knew Bruce from Gotham's celebrity pages. A handsome, charming billionaire.
Man, this has got a long opening.
And he was that. But he was more than a headline.
Okay, I don't know who the Kanes
He was
are.
my nephew.
I have read almost every Batman comic, but it's been a long time too.
A mentor and a benefactor.
So Alfred's
to
alive.
those of us gathered here today.
I don't know who the guy is with
To
that
those
weird
who
haircut.
didn't know him as we did.
Maybe Jason?
I want to tell you this. Bruce was Gotham. He loved this city more than he loved anything. He was a protector to this city. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring justice and equality. There's nothing he wouldn't do. No project he wouldn't champion if he thought Gotham would benefit. And I think in remembering that, we remember Bruce as he truly was.
This is a very interesting opening, but at the same time, because I thought this was part of the Arkham series, I'm very confused on what it's supposed to be. And until I can pause the game, I can't even Google it and check.
You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.
So long, Bruce. So they're just all in costume around a graveyard, or maybe this is Wayne Manor. Yeah, it looks like Wayne Manor. You got a hood, man. Throw the hood up in the rain. I like Batgirl's outfit. I like this back to that traditional purple look. Purple's my favorite color. But who is this Batgirl? Is it Barbara?
How's Alfred?
What you'd expect. Took him 3 years to agree to a vacation, and Bruce turned up dead. He asked for some time.
He knows none of us were there either, right?
What about you? You let Jacob Kane give the eulogy.
He offered.
So that is
He
Dick
thought it'd be
Grayson.
easier on us if he was the one to do it. He's Bruce's uncle.
Oh, so I get to select my character?
Hell of a speech.
So that's Tim Drake. So this isn't Damien.
Works behind the scenes.
Jason
He
Todd.
only knew.
Catherine wouldn't be there if she...
So that is Barbara Gordon?
I can't see the anti-vigilante police commissioner presiding at Batman's funeral.
There's
I
something
love
else.
Red Hood. He's my favorite.
She has the body of Batman's killer in the
no.
morgue. Ra's al Ghul is listed as a John Doe, slated for cremation.
And what if the League of Shadows finds him? If they draw out their dear leader in a Lazarus pit, he won't be so dead anymore.
I think I'll play as Red Hood for the
You wanna
opening.
break into the GCPD headquarters for a what if? Be my guest.
That-
I decrypted the case
Dick, you're being an
Batman sent
idiot.
with his message. We should focus on that.
I looked it over, but did I get everything? It doesn't look complete.
I think Ra's interrupted him while he was writing.
He says this has implications that could shake Gotham to its core. Ominous, but not exactly helpful. I saw a few places we should poke around. Construction sites, a quarry.
He also mentioned a Dr. Langstrom. Anyone know him?
You mean the Batman Bat?
University. Not sure what his connection is, though.
Let's divide up the work. We can meet at the Belfry when we're done.
So each one has their own
Get up and
campaign.
running.
Okay, I'll be Red
Who gets
Hood.
to talk to Langstrom?
I will be Red Hood. Oh, so now I get to select. Okay, let me pause real quick now, because I have got to Google this. Is Gotham Knights part of the Arkham series? It's not officially part of the Arkham series, according to what I've Googled so far. And apparently, according to a Dextero web article from May 16th of 2022, it says Warner Brothers Games confirmed it's a new and original story. So I just spoiled the end of Arkham Knight for absolutely nothing. And Polygon says the same things. So this is not related to the Arkham series. So yeah, I'm glad I played it first then, because it's a completely separate freaking game. Okay, while I'm here, let's switch to the options menu. Music, turn that down to 80. Sound effects, dialogue, it's fine. Graphics, fine. Invert camera height axis. I just need to invert the y-axis. Do not sell my personal information. Camera controls. I don't need them all inverted. Can I just... Does that just mean the Y? What does it mean? I guess I'll figure that out. Okay, so Red Hood. Brute strength, powerhouse brawler, master marksman. I'll try to give you a description on each character in case you're not a fan of Batman, but I don't know why you'd be playing this if you're... Or, yeah, even playing it if you're not interested. Red Hood is the second Robin, Jason Todd. He was killed by Ra's al Ghul, he was killed by the Joker, and Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, who was in love with Bruce, resurrected him, tried to earn brownie points with him, and he came back as a kind of sadistic killer who was very angry because he figured that when he died, Batman would have killed the Joker. And if you've not ever seen it, the animated movie Batman Under the Red Hood is a fantastic origin for the character of Red Hood, and I thought it did a great job explaining his character. So he's not like the other of the Bat family. He uses pistols. He's not afraid to kill people, and he augments his strength with a modified version of Bane's Venom serum. So he has like a form of temporary super strength at times. And he's a really just fun character. If you've not ever read Red Hood and the Outlaws, it's a great read. He stole Nightwing, Dick Grayson's girl Starfire, and just does whatever he wants. He is always just a fun character. Barbara Gordon, of course, is Batgirl. I'd say most people know her solely as that, but she also, if you've ever read Batman the Killing Joke, was shot through the spine and paralyzed by the Joker. And so from that point on, for many years, she became known as Oracle. Just sort of this computer programmer, hacker, who worked for Batman and the gang behind the scenes. Essentially, how in some of the movies Alfred is standing there talking on the headphones, she just became the one that's talking on the headphones. It is nice to see Batgirl actually get a story, though, now, aside from just a little prequel in Arkham Knight. And then, of course, we have Dick Grayson, Nightwing, a character that I used to really like and I hate at the same time. Okay, what the heck? Okay. Just a family thing, sorry. Anyway, Nightwing is the first Robin. He became Nightwing after wanting to go out on his own. And throughout a lot of the comics, sometimes he's just a good, fun character. And he's fun to watch. And, you know, I grew up watching Teen Titans and stuff. And I always thought that was cool. But some of the other comics, he just seems like a dickhead. And there's not really a lot to his character other than I'm an asshole and I can do some acrobatic stuff. I kind of enjoyed his run because back around 2008, they killed Batman for a while, and Batwoman took over Detective Comics, but then Batman became Nightwing. Nightwing became Batman, and his son, Bruce's son, Damian Wayne, became Robin. Or something like that. I can't remember every single comic run. The continuities have been switched around so much at this point. You know, maybe somebody in the comments or if you can Google it can give you a much better description of these characters. But sometimes Robin is cool or Nightwing is cool, but sometimes I forget. I think it was part of the either New 52 run or the Rebirth. One of the volumes was just called Better Than Batman, and I was like, nope, and I clicked off of it because realistically, Nightwing at his peak is never as good as Batman. He's better as just a guest character. And then, of course, you got Tim Drake's Robin. He's the third Robin. If you want to know the order of them, it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and then Damian Wayne, which apparently is just not alive in this universe or something. I'm not sure. And he's the one nobody cares about. I don't think anybody I've ever spoken to who's a fan of Batman likes Tim Drake. In fact, I'd say a lot of people don't even know he exists. I'd say Damian and Dick Grayson are just the two that people put the most with Robin. Or what's the girl who plays in the Dark Knight Returns? I cannot remember her name, but I've read that book so many times. I would consider her more Robin than I would Tim Drake, just because he's just so forgettable. He does later on go on to become called the Red Robin, because for some reason he's not like Jason and Dick. He can't think of a cool name for himself when Robin's mantle gets handed down to Damian, so he just calls himself the Red Robin. I just never really cared for him. I don't think I've ever once read one of his solo stories, or at least I have some of the others. So I'll probably play the stories as Batgirl and Red Hood first, but I'm definitely playing Red Hood first. I think his idea is a good idea, going and getting the body of Ra's al Ghul, because if you don't know the comics, Ra's al Ghul is this, like, I don't know how old he is, but he's over 100-year-old leader of this assassin group that trained Batman called the League of Shadows. And whenever his body starts to fail, he dips himself in the Lazarus pit. It's essentially the fountain of youth, and it restores his body. It's the same thing that they used to bring Jason back to life. And Ra's has used it so much that he's kind of started to lose his humanity. So even if he's dead, they can throw him in there and revive him, because he can't really get much crazier than he already is. And so Jason would know better than anybody that he needs to get that body and cremate it and get rid of it. Even then, it might still be able to resurrect it. Who knows? But interestingly, that's why I was wondering if this is part of the Arkham series or not. If you have played Arkham Asylum, I've already spoiled the ending, so I'll spoil the DLC. Ra's al Ghul comes back in the DLC, and you have kind of a choice to spare him and like give him a drink from the Lazarus pit, because I think they destroyed the pit or something like that, or let him die. And of course, because it's a Batman game, it was a weird thing to give you a choice like that, because Batman doesn't kill, but technically Ra's should have been dead years ago, so he's broken the laws of morality. I always choose to kill him, because he's a terrible man, and the world would be better off without him. So it was interesting. I thought for a second maybe they were working off the other ending of that, Because realistically, because it shows just the manor blowing up at the end of Arkham Knight, that could have been like, okay, there was a time lapse that you didn't see before the house blew up. And so I wonder why they just didn't continue it off of that. It would have been fine doing it that way. But okay, let's play as Red Hood. Gotham Knights. Okay, we're half an hour in, almost, yeah, at 31 minutes in to this video. When can we play the game? I like how it does kind of show you that he still has some of that Robin acrobatic training.
I'm at Gotham.
Oh, so you can just run from the beginning now.
Batman's last case.
Kirk Langstrom. Batman attached a half-finished file to his code black. Langstrom must have been mixed up in something bad.
Okay. What kind of graphics options do we have here? None. So there's not like ray tracing or anything I can turn on or off?
Hopefully that means a fight. Could stand to let out some aggression right now.
Oh, one last thing I want to talk about this game before we start. I know I've been complaining I haven't got to play, but bear with me, please. One of the things about this game, especially if you're a console fan, you can get this game on Steam. So be aware of that if you, or it might be Epic exclusive, I think it's on Steam. It's at 30 FPS on all consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X, and the Series S. And the reason, and I'm calling bullshit on this one, the reason they claim that the game had to be 30 FPS is because the Xbox Series X, and if you, not the X, the S, allow me to clarify that, is too weak to handle it at 60. If you don't know what the S is, it's essentially the Xbox Series X, but a little less powerful, like $100 cheaper, and it doesn't come with a disc reader. And so they're saying that that system is the reason this game has to be 30, when they could have just made a special mode just for it. You know, like most games have that graphics choice between quality and frame rate and stuff like that, and performance and all. You know, you look at some games. I think Cyberpunk has like 4 or 5 modes, and then Ratchet and Clank had the 120 FPS mode, and other games like Devil May Cry has on PlayStation and stuff. So you mean to tell me you couldn't make this game run at least 60 on one of those systems? And I find that stupid that they use that excuse. And they're going. And now I saw a lot of articles saying the Xbox Series S is going to hold back this console generation. No, it isn't. Forget they made it. They forgot about they made Kinect like less than 2 years after the Xbox One came out. So why not just forget about the Series S? I know that sounds like a dick move to make, but you know, I personally think that realistically, maybe in a few months to a year, if they announce a season pass for this game, they will probably have a 60 FPS patch. Okay. Can I... Oh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I can't pull up a menu or nothing. Okay. Why would I... Okay, the climbing's a bit weird. He seemed to do that faster than he should have been able to. That is creepy looking. Kind of looks like the Court of Owls. Is this game going to be related to the Court of Owls? Because that does look... Okay, so that's your crouch button now, is R3. Man, the buttons are all... You know, normally if you've not played a regular Arkham game, you only walk and then you hold down the cross button, or A on Xbox, and then he moves. Or then he runs. In this game, it feels so odd. So that's a punch. Slide. Still can't figure out how to shoot. Again, he's got a hood. But why isn't that red since he's called Red Hood? I feel like that was a mistake. Okay, ratchet strap. I could use one of those. You know, you always carry something like that with you. I'm one of those people, I carry a bunch of stuff in my car just in case. But I guess he's got enough high-tech gear, he'll be fine.
So we got a positive ID on this faculty dude, Kirk Langstrom. Right. I'll call it in on the way to the morgue.
Well, looks like we got there too late. Maybe if there wasn't 30 minutes worth of cutscenes. I'm not got a problem with long cutscenes, by the way. I've played Metal Gear Solid, all of them. It's just, to me, when it's that long before you ever get a chance to play the game sometimes, especially when you got so many questions like I did, because I had no idea what the plot of this game was supposed to be, but now that I do, it's not so bad.
Got himself dead. Where's his office?
Langstrom's dead?
Wow, you can grapple further now.
Hold on, just checking GU's website. Here we go. His office is on the 3rd floor in Molten Hall.
Thanks.
Okay.
Huh. Someone left the doors open on the 3rd floor.
This seems like a trap.
Recording.
What, are you a cop now? You got body cams? Well, I mean, it makes sense for Batman stuff to do. Red Hood seems like the type he wouldn't bother. I wish he could just walk, because it seems kind of goofy to be running. It seems like I guess maybe I can
much
hold
police
it down.
work here. Guess Langstrom kicked it somewhere else.
AR. Okay, I like the detective vision better. Oh, I'm supposed to hold it down? What am I supposed to... aim the reticule to scan? There's nothing highlighted in this room. Show me something highlighted. Nothing.
I should look around the office some more. Might be missing something.
Oh, there's the highlighted thing. Scratches.
Okay, those marks are weird.
I'm going to say this right now, the detective mode doesn't seem as interesting, so...
Not much on my end yet.
Good lord.
Anything, big guy?
I got this.
I thought I smoked a lot of
Leave all this
cigarettes.
alone if something's weird.
Sounds like you don't trust me, Nightwing.
He trusted you. So do I. We'll finish this for him.
I
Yeah, I get it. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Realistically, Nightwing and Red Hood didn't get along too well, even when they were Robin and Nightwing. But man, that's a lot of cigarettes. I mentioned it before, but I like to smoke a pipe, and I smoke cigars occasionally, cigarettes occasionally. It depends on what I'm in the mood, and at the moment I'm smoking a Enjoy e-cig thing, because I've not really ever tried e-cigs before. And hopefully it isn't as bad to be around my computer with, because I'm very conscientious of smoke damaging my equipment. I'll give him this. His room does look creepy with the dark lighting and stuff.
Someone messed this place up bad.
How could you tell? A light fixture broke. Oh, that's cracked. I guess that explains it. Hold to vault. Man, there's a lot of things that you have to hold when you should just type, tap it.
Got tired and went home for the night.
Okay, I can't move in AR mode, which is goofy. There's a lot of blood.
He was working when he was attacked. He lost a lot of blood. Fast.
Looks like he was probably killed and drugged. But no, he crawled on his hands and knees.
The attacker pinned him to the wall. He didn't have a chance. Just before he died, Langstrom tried to get to that cabinet. What could be so important?
Hidden mechanism. Of course, he could see that through the floor.
Hidden door. You're full of surprises, Dr. Langstrom.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff on that table. Is that supposed to be the scratches? What is all that stuff? Oh, I'm supposed to now walk up to it. The Gray Ghost. Hey, that's a nice little reference. If you've not watched the animated series, The Gray Ghost was like a movie series, TV series that Batman grew up watching, which helped inspire him to become Batman, which is a very interesting little thing.
Langstrom circled 2 dates. Better remember those.
2021.
Is this just a movie he liked, or is the release date a clue?
041192. I'd say that what's circled is
I
probably...
can enter a code on the thermostat.
Okay, so it's a 24. It's a 6-digit code, so it has to be the movie date, which is a nice... Oh,
That's not a Gotham area code. Maybe this phone number isn't just a phone number.
no, because that's too short. So this is just simply you pick between 3 numbers? Man, that's going downhill on the detective stuff. Input the device into the thermostat. Okay. If your solution is incorrect, use different clues. I've only got 3 options here, don't I? Oh, there's a...
might have had a system to open his secret door from his tablet.
So that's a 4-digit code. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Okay,
This microwave doesn't look right. Maybe it's not just for warming up leftovers.
now that's a 3-digit code here, so that's gotta work. So you can just skip quickly, but why would you want to do that?
Time to find out what you were hiding, Langstrom.
Hidden cave. I will say it's interesting that they're going for a different tone here. When Arkham Asylum first started, you know, you're walking through the asylum, then you pretty much almost instantly go straight into the fray. And I meant to do that. What is that? Select emote and photo. Okay, so he just... Are the emotes broken? Oh, I'm just supposed to let go of all buttons. Okay, that's kind of silly that they would add that. Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn up this brightness a little. Because it's a bit dark to see, and I don't want you guys having a hard time seeing. Ew. I hate bugs, and that looks kind of buggish. That's like a crocodile thing. Shark.
Normal university research.
Shark specimens have a unique immune system, makes them ideal candidates for experiments. Red king crab specimen, multiple DNA signatures. Giant salamander, endangered species. Another spider crab. Cuttlefish. Good lord, that's creepy. What the heck is all that? Miscellaneous specimens. That looks like a heart in one. And I have no idea what those other things are. One looks like a brain. Failed experiment.
Desk. Let's see what he's been up to down
Oh.
here.
All deceased. Organic materials. Tissue samples. Okay, there's another thing in here.
What is this? A hard drive. Must be important if it was hidden down here. Better get this back to everyone. I'm done here. I don't think the cops saw the marks on the walls, and they definitely didn't see the hidden lab. I'm bringing you a hard drive I found in there.
Can't wait to decrypt that bad boy. See you soon.
The dialogue seems kind of strange. I mean, I guess that's how they would talk, but at the same time, you know, compared to how Arkham was such a serious series, I just... Now that I don't think this is part of the game, it doesn't seem to have the pedigree the proper Batman title should have, if that makes sense. I guess I don't want to be too critical of everything, but it seems weird. What is that? Each year, Gotham's biological... blah, blah, blah. What is that supposed to be? A combination of a horse and a cow?
No one could have seen me.
Well, we did poke around at a lot of things. Of course. So they're just called freaks.
Red Hood? What's he doing here?
Hold for heavy melee. Man, he just went flying. And of course they got health bars now.
And now the freaks are here setting fires. Of course.
Gangs have been tightening their grip on Gotham since Batman stopped showing up. The freaks want the neighborhood to know they're in control.
Well, time for me to crash their party.
Is that the cops?
You'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. He's got the dryness of Batman. Yeah, you could tell that ultimately, if I had to pick one that had to be the closest to Batman in terms of their style of fighting and stuff, I'd have to pick Red Hood. Ironically, even though he kills people and uses guns, he's got the personality down, that dry, kind of emotionless, this is business attitude.
I can't focus on torching this place with all that racket. Turn off the damn fire alarm up there.
Ambush takedown. Well, is that really an ambush anymore if I just shot the dude?
Before they burn the whole damn place down.
That is cool, I just shot his ankle. I'm guessing he hit the Achilles tendon, he may have shot him in the kneecap. But see, I like just how, to him, it's business, and ironically, I can't think either of that fire alarm. If you've read the Flashpoint universe, which I think somehow got integrated into the main universe with Rebirth, in an alternate universe, Bruce Wayne dies, and his father, Thomas, becomes Batman, and he uses guns. So that's why I'm saying, ironically, it seems like he's kind of similar to Thomas in terms of his fighting style and all that. And so, I mean, that's why I find Red Hood interesting, because it's a Batman with a less strong moral gauge, so he's able to make the hard choices.
Die!
Are you serious? How did she not hear the gunshot? Now they're calling that a silent takedown, so he does... But didn't I shoot there? Or does his guns have silencers of some kind? Man, these guys are idiots.
The average temperature when something lights on fire is between 424 and 475 Fahrenheit.
So I can do an ambush takedown here, or... Ooh! Okay, so how can...
Look up here! I'm a professor of setting stuff on fire!
Ooh! Now that was in the stomach.
Just gotta stay out of sight.
Oh, so you can mark them now, which is something... Why not just let it be detective vision like it was before? Because that was a cool style, because then if they jammed it, you had to worry about that from the beginning. That's why I liked Arkham, especially when it came to Arkham Knight, because at that point you felt like you were really a predator stalking them.
It'll be over soon.
That is actually badass.
This never gets old.
You burn now, Brad. Smashy, smashy, smash, smash! Smashy, smashy, smash!
Is that guy got pins in his head? I didn't know I was playing a Hellraiser game. Ooh! I can't tell if that's supposed to be some sort of weird misshapen dreadlocks or what that's supposed to be.
There's gotta be more of them here.
Enjoying the fireworks.
Whoa. Oh, so I can just shoot them. But of course they won't die for some reason. There. That's stupid. They literally nerfed Red Hood to the point you can't just shoot somebody. One of the things I loved about Arkham Knight is if you played him in the combat stuff or in his DLC, he just had a button just to blow a hole in somebody and just drop him
This
dead.
whole place is gonna burn down.
Wouldn't this just be a good idea if this was just Firefly's gang?
Hostages. Better move fast.
These people are nutty. It's like they wanted to come up with a gang that was kind of like half Firefly and half Joker. So there's 5 of them. Why do I need to use a health pack? So there's no perches, so there's no stealth. Apparently there is. I didn't mean to do that, I meant to hit the ambush button. Ooh! Something's... Lady! I've been killing your guys, or not necessarily killing them, but... Whoa! Because you're a bunch of idiots. I'm not wasting a health pack on just one little burn.
You were unbelievable.
Okay, big guy. I'm guessing he's dead.
Broken. Let's see if you'll break too.
Just a 50-pound weight is his weapon? Why is he... So he can shoot in different directions. Oh. Ow. It's hard to get into the rhythm of this new combat tutorial. Okay, I thought that would, like, parry him. I don't understand when am I supposed to be allowed to hit him. And then he shoots backwards for some reason. And then there's no parry or counter, it's just dodge. There we go.
Fire department and paramedics are inbound. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm bringing in the hard drive I found so we can crack it open together. Maybe we'll find out what got Langstrom killed.
But Langstrom is man-bad. Okay, so now am I in free roam, or what? Why am I still crouching? There we go. The bat cycle. You can call the bat cycle from wherever you are. Oh yeah, this is the silly part, too. It's supposed to be like the bike is invisible, so it's just always following you. So it just spawns out of nowhere. The Batmobile in Arkham Knight at least always came from around a corner somewhere. I will admit, it looks cool, though. Okay, so it's just, is it driving itself? No, I'm driving it. Okay, I can't see the controls with you getting them in the way.
You guys better be there.
We're here. I can't wait to see what you have. Huh?
Well, I got a range to... Oh, I can just shoot. Avoid fighting GCP officers. They're tough opponents who don't offer rewards or... So why would you fight them? Oh, because, yeah, I forgot. They hate us now that somehow Gordon is dead. What killed Gordon? I do like there's actually cars on the road and stuff now, which gives you a feel of having actual Gotham City at your disposal. Okay. So there is no button for drifting. It's just you tap the brakes. Apparently, that's not even a drift. Man, there's a lot of traffic jams in this road. It helped with the cops didn't have one lane. Okay, didn't I just come from this way? Okay, perform a wheelie to go over obstacles. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works in real life. My uncle rode motorcycles for many years, since the 60s and the 70s and 80s and all the time. You know, they were born at different ages. But all the men in my family, my father rode motorcycles. Popping a wheelie will generally just get you to land on your ass. It ain't going to actually get you much else than that. Man, that drift is more just steer into something button instead of anything useful. Now on to about 20 more minutes of cutscenes, and we only got 3 minutes of recording time left. Do they take off their mask or anything when they're inside the buildings? So what was the point of that cutscene? Just to take me into a loading scene?
Nice work grabbing that drive from Langstrom's lab.
And so yeah, apparently they don't take off their mask. I hope that saved my progress. I guess we can find out real quick. Why would you want to toggle on a cinematic launch trailer? Okay, so far, I'll give you my opinion of this game, what little I got from the fact I've played less than half an hour's worth of it. Compared to the Arkham series, it just doesn't seem as strong, but maybe it's just got that weird opening. I think it's an interesting premise, but realistically speaking, there's not enough backstory. If you don't know the backstory of these characters, which it's very confusing because, you know, there's so many rewrites to the lore of the DC universe. Most of them don't get along very well. In some of the stories, Batman has dated Barbara Gordon. Very rarely, though. Like, if you've seen the Killing Joke movie, they added that part in. But if you actually watch Batman Beyond, Terry's talking to Barbara Gordon, and it sounds like she implies that, too, at some point. And some of them, Dick and her have dated, and sometimes, you know, it's just different storylines here and there. And so there's a lot of history between these characters. Most of them don't get along very well, and so it's just weird to see them all working together. And Nightwing, like I said, has always hated Jason Todd, so it would be strange to see him saying, "If Bruce trusts you, I trust you." So maybe they're trying to make Nightwing a more appealing character, but I don't quite know yet. So maybe in the next episode we'll get to play more of the game, and I can tell you if I like it or not. Also, I want to make this clear. I might have to go to the... Yeah, let me go over here to the actual... Okay. I wish it would stop that. It ain't gonna stop it. So I apologize for the sound. I'll probably have to mute this section down or something. But, okay. It's not going to stop, is it? Okay, let's go to the store. Where? There it is. Okay. There is a deluxe pack, which includes this thing called the Visionary Pack. I thought it was a season pass when I first ordered the game. All it is cosmetics. So beware buying that. You get an exclusive Night Watch outfit by Jim Lee. If you don't know who Jim Lee is, he's a very talented artist who did a lot of comics. He did the Hush series, All-Star Batman and Robin, a bunch of others. Beyond suits, inspired by Batman Beyond, and some different things, chromas and stuff like that. The Batgirl suit there does look awesome. And then you get some different suits, like I don't know who. I think that's supposed to be Huntress's Batgirl outfit, isn't it? I'm not quite certain. That's not a Nightwing outfit, but you do get some cool outfits. But that's all you're paying extra for. You're not getting. That looks more like Ezreal. So beware of that before. I really do like that Red Hood outfit. I think that looks cool. It kind of looks like a mixture of Daredevil, what's his name? The Hellboy and Jason Todd, if they all had some sort of fusion. But this is like $25 for this pack on its own, and the game is $70, and it brings it up to $90 for that version with the game in it, or with the Visionary Pack. So beware, you're not earning nothing extra for getting that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.